evening, everybody. How are you? How has your day been? I know it's not sunny everywhere, but boy, it was sunny here in London. So I hope you've had a not bad day. I don't want to say really good day, but I don't want to say not good day, because I hope you've had an okay day, because I think right now that's how everybody's feeling. So today, and once again, this week, we're going to be doing EastEnders specials. Oh, so excited. Doof, 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 doof. Remember, there are 9 of them, as I learned from the wonderful, God, the other people that I've had on, Lorraine and Tanya and Ricky. And anyway, this week we have got Max Bowden kicking us off. So we've got Max Bowden, who plays Ben Mitchell. Then after that, tomorrow we've got Jake Wood, who of course plays Max. I'm going to get very confused with Max and anyway, you know what I mean. And then on Thursday, Scott Maslin, which is fantastic as well. So it's a wonderful week of EastEnders specials as well, because of course I am EastEnders' biggest fan. That's what I always say. I know loads of you are too, so I know loads of you join in because you love EastEnders as well. So we're about to talk to Max Bowden. I'm going to see if he's there. Let me see if he's there already. Not there yet. Come on in. Hello, Joanne. Hello, lovely Joe. And so we're going to be speaking to Max. Now, I think that his portrayal of Ben has been incredible. Absolutely incredible. What they're doing with the hearing is just so remarkable. It's beautifully, beautifully done. It's so carefully done as well. I think I've got lots of you saying you're Scott Maslin superfan. That's on Thursday. Lots and lots of Max Bowden fans here. But I just think that the way they're portraying Ben is incredible. I mean, and I know friends of mine who have hearing problems are saying that it's just incredible how they're doing it. I think here he is. Here he is, everybody. All of you fans of his. Goodness me, here he comes. Come on in. Come on in. And I hope you've seen these before, because he has to do your 9 duff-duffs. That's how we start off each time. Go on, do your duff-duffs. Yes!
I thought that was quite good.
That's very good.
How are you, Gaby?
You are a brilliant singer, so we'll get more of that later. I'm really well. How are you doing?
All right. Yeah, the sun's out. I can't complain today. Yeah, no, it's good.
Now, congratulations. Last week, 2 weeks ago, when I was doing the other EastEnders specials, everybody was asking about you coming on, and everybody has been so complimentary about your incredible portrayal of Ben. So congratulations, first of all, which I've said to you before when I've interviewed you. But obviously, the whole new storyline of his hearing loss has come back in.
Sure.
And it's incredible the way that they're doing it. How long ago did you know that this was going to happen, and how much was your involvement in the sounds?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really collaborative effort. I mean, in terms of the original pitch of the story, I had a meeting with Kate before she went on maternity leave, and we were just talking about story, and she just had a long-term story conference, and they had several ideas, and it built up to the 35th being a massive event for the show. And she said to me, we've got this idea, and what do you think? And I was at first terrified, because I thought it's a huge pressure, and you're representing something that I certainly feel hasn't been as represented enough in TV and film as it should be. And also we had such a duty to do it right. So it was definitely daunting. And going forward, the collaboration, especially in the latter episodes that we're seeing now with the sound effects and how it worked, was huge. Which, I'm very thankful to everyone at EastEnders for allowing that to be a thing, because you don't always get that.
But did they play the sounds to you first, so you were aware of what we would hear as you see what I mean?
Yeah, there was a couple of drafts before it went out, because obviously prior to the edit, when we started doing the original stuff within the story, so just post the crash, I was played like a few of the ideas, a kind of soundscape of what they wanted to achieve. And it was mesmerizing, because I'd spoken to specialists and ENT specialists and different people who've suffered head traumas, and kind of the correlation between the two was fascinating, and I think we've done a really good job of capturing it.
You really have. And friends of mine, and I've got one in particular who's gone through exactly that surgery.
Yeah.
And so she can hear now, and it's incredible. But she says the sounds that they've recreated are quite frightening because that's what it was like for her.
Yeah, and I think we've had that from a lot of the deaf community as well. The reach out that we've got from this story on Twitter and Instagram and all socials has been amazing, because it means that we're doing it right. We're not just telling the story for the sake of telling it, and we're doing it accurately, we're doing it sensitively, and it's done with care and duration, you know?
When you're doing a storyline like that, do you feel the responsibility?
100%. 100%. I think with this show in general, I think we have a responsibility because of the nature of it. You know, we have such a wicked fan base, and we're so lucky to have a fan base such as yourself, Gaby. But we are so lucky to have fans that adore the show, but also they see so much in all the characters that we portray. So we do have a massive responsibility to get things right when we're telling a story. And a story like this, where it's, you know, for an actor, completely out of my comfort zone and something that I'm not completely in touch with, it was imperative that the research kind of was right, and that we did it in the right way, and it was sensitively done.
It is very sensitively done. I think it's been beautifully done. And also the fact that for Ben, that some people, you know, the negativity that he's receiving from some people, the support he's receiving from some people. So it's not all just, yes, let's all do this. This is all, you know, that it's very much, you're seeing it from everybody's point of view, from the dad's point of view, the mum, from the boyfriend, from the people around, and that's why I think it's just spot on, absolutely spot on. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, Gaby. That really means a lot, and I think you've really touched on it. There is that's exactly what I think the writers wanted to achieve, was not just making it one-dimensional and about the vulnerability of it, because, you know, certainly with experiencing a lot more contact with the deaf community now, their vibrant life and the way that they see everything is no different. And you know, for so long it probably didn't seem that way. So I think in making Ben that kind of, he's so layered and so developed in so many crazy ways at times, to then have that different change in his life, I think has been a really good way of telling this story.
What's so interesting as well, you're saying about change, and so many of the characters and the people I spoke to a couple of weeks ago as well, especially with Ricky, what an about turn that everybody now is on Ben's side, and he can be a nasty piece of work. I mean, a really nasty piece of work, and yet we're all now seeing that other side of him, especially with the amount of people here. Bowden, oh goodness me, everyone is loving that. I mean, the relationship between you and Tony was with Ben and Callum is just beautiful, and it's love.
Yeah, no, it is. It is, and I think, again, in terms of story, it was Kate born that when, you know, very early on when I joined the show, and she just got it right. Her judgment is just second to none. And you know, Tony Clay is a delight. So it's been a pleasure every day.
Except for the beard rash. Is that true? You're telling everyone you're getting beard rash?
I think I might keep mine now to give them a bit of feedback.
It's looking good. I'm liking that.
Thanks. It's about as far as it gets.
but also, you didn't start in EastEnders. A little bird told me something this morning. So I was obviously going to talk to you about Billy Elliot, and I was going to talk to you about Birdsong. But I know something even before that.
Oh, God, what's this?
Bugsy Malone.
Bugsy Malone, yeah, I think I did, yeah.
You were very, very young. I think it was when you were about 11 or 12 or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think maybe at Songtime Theatre Arts, I think.
Yes, that's exactly what you told
okay.
me.
How do you find this information, Gaby?
I always do, you know. But
yeah.
So the singing and the guitar and everything, are you still doing that? Are you keeping all of that up?
I mean, singing's always been more of a hobby for me. I've always, acting's always been like kind of the thing that I've enjoyed the most, and certainly I get the most thrill from. But I mean, I sing in the shower, and occasionally to my girlfriend when I want to annoy her. But no, yeah, I mean, in lockdown, I guess I've been singing a lot more and just trying to keep active. But I haven't played the guitar in ages. which
You need to carry on doing it. I mean, you've got a wonderful singing voice, and we have heard you sing, of course. Everybody wants you to sing tonight. Maybe we can get you to sing a little something. But if you could go and do, you see, I think he didn't say no, everybody. He didn't say no. So if you could go back in time and do any of those shows again, because you've done some great stuff. I mean, Billy Elliot was really, I think it's a phenomenal show.
Yeah, it was. I mean, again, that was, it was part of the same theatre group. And I think we were the first in the country to do it. And I was quite old, really, in terms of doing that. And my dancing ability wasn't always the strongest, but the story in terms of, I remember watching that as a kid, Jamie Bell's portrayal in the film, and the music with Elton John, and I remember watching it and just really buying into that idea of a working class boy, kind of finding this love in art, and I think it's a story that still resonates in culture now.
But you went, am I right in thinking you went through that? Because I've read that you, the Diana Bully Fund, I think, the amazing work that they do. And I've heard that you said that you felt a bit like that when you were a child, because you wanted to act, you wanted to sing and dance. And
I think in general, I think acting's always something, especially at school. I think people judge you because it's artistic, it's expression, and people at times can get threatened by it. But I think that's one of the best things about art. I was really lucky, actually. A couple of years ago, I did some work in school in Croydon, and their main way of expression and everything was art, and seeing that, what art can do to impact people's kind of expressionism and the way that they communicate in life is mind-blowing. And that's why we're so lucky to work in the forum that we do.
And long will you, because you're a star. You really are. I think you're brilliant. I really do.
Thank you.
So how's lockdown been for you? Apart from not playing the guitar, which you're going to have to do. How's it been for you and Dan?
All right. I mean, look, we've been great. It's hard because you're in an intense environment, and especially when it's raining. If you can't sit in the garden or in the sun, it's definitely a lot more negative. But no, it's been all right. I mean, I'm ready now to get back to work, and hopefully, the end of next month we'll be able to get back working. But you know what? All in all, honestly, I think we've done all right. I can't complain.
I like to hear that. Okay, so we've all read in the press. I spoke to Scott Maslin on my radio show. I'm speaking to him on Thursday on here. But we've all read that EastEnders is going back in June. So have you heard anything from them in particular, or are you just waiting to hear?
Yeah, I mean, we're all just kind of waiting to hear for definite. I think they've just got to make sure that it's safe, ultimately. And once it is, then I think everybody will be clawing to get back. So as soon as it's safe and as soon as it's like all of the precautions are in order, then I think we'll be back there. But yeah, nothing's set in stone yet in terms of date, I think. But soon, I hope.
And can you please say no, but I have to ask, can you tell us, is everything going to work out for Ben and Callum, for Ballum?
I mean, in all honesty, who knows? I mean, EastEnders is ups and downs, isn't it? It's topsy-turvy. So I'd like to think so. Tony and I love working together, and I think the characters gel well. So yeah, I'd like to think so. But I think Ben's got a lot of growing up to do still, but hopefully.
And am I right in thinking also, maybe I got this wrong, that you played Steve McFadden's son years and years ago in a panel?
Yeah, that was my first like taste at acting. He did. He was in my hometown in Woking. He was playing Captain Hook, and I did Michael. I played his son.
And did he remember you?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I was probably very small and very annoying, knowing what I was like at that age.
I don't think you could have been at all. I don't think so at all. Okay, so we're going to get some singing from you.
Get some. Oh God, Gaby, you do like putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what to sing. What should I sing?
Anything. What do you sing? Because you're brilliant at accents. You're brilliant at singing. Why don't you do? I don't know. Whatever you want. What would you
I like country. I like country music.
Okay.
Yeah. So Tennessee Whiskey. Have you heard of Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton?
Go on, sing it.
I'll sing a little verse of a little chorus of that.
All right.
Oh God, you put me right on the spot, Gabby. I'm sweating and everything. It's honestly. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as glass of brandy. Honey, I'll stay stoned on your love all the time.
Wow! Okay, we just have to tell everybody we didn't plan that. You didn't know I was going to ask you.
No, I didn't. I actually didn't.
Oh my word,
Yeah.
that was fantastic.
Thanks, Gabby. Thank you.
So,
I'm really sweating now. You've really I'm like this.
Do you know what? Last
Seriously.
time I interviewed you, you said exactly the same thing. It was on the radio, and you said, "Oh, Gabby, you've made me sweat." I don't know.
Maybe it's just you.
So are you staying in it for a while? That's what everybody wants to know. You are staying in it for a while. Ben, you and Ben are sticking together for a while.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they'll have me, I'm so happy there. So and you know, I'm blessed that they write and they enjoy writing for Ben. So there's no reason to ever go anywhere else at the moment. You know, I'm so happy there.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's so good to hear. I want EastEnders to go back to 4 days a week because it's so weird. I didn't know I was going to miss it quite as much as I did because I've never missed an episode in 35 years and 3 months. You see, I even know the date.
I know. I was actually having this conversation with Jo for the press office just before. And she was like, Gabby has honestly not missed an episode.
That is true. And she's
I
watching.
love it.
Right. So how we always end these, Lorraine made me laugh too much.
Right.
Tanya made me giggle as well. So how we always end this is you have to give an EastEnders type look. You have to be Ben, and I give you the duffs, okay? But you try not to make me laugh. But I've got to give you the scene, okay? So this is Ben finding out that Callum has forgotten to bring the milk back because all he wanted was a cup of tea, and so it's not a big heavy one.
No, that is for Ben.
Look.
That is for Ben. That's huge.
All right then. All right, we'll see if you get the duffs.
All
Okay.
right. I'll go from side on, shall I?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm scared. Doof, 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 doof. You made me scared. You're brilliant. Thank you so much, my darling. I'll see you soon.
Thanks, darling. You take care. Bye, love.
Bye-bye. What a lovely, lovely guy. Isn't he great? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. So tomorrow night at the same time, Jake Wood. So we've got, my goodness, how lovely is Max? We've got Jake, of course, who plays Max Branning. So that's tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. And then Thursday night at 6 o'clock, we've got Scott Maslin. And Scott's been doing the most incredible stuff for charity. So we're going to get him talking about that as well. Thank you for tuning in. And goodbye, everybody. Good evening all. Bye-bye.